In our exploration of the spiritual meanings of self-doubt, we commence by understanding that self-doubt, often perceived negatively, holds profound spiritual significance. It can be a catalyst for growth and a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and potential. When we encounter self-doubt, it's not just a hurdle. It's an invitation to deeper self-awareness and transformation. Self-doubt arises when we're on the brink of stepping into new possibilities, or when we are challenged by our beliefs and values. It questions, "Are you sure?" This questioning can be a powerful tool. It forces us to pause and evaluate our motivations, desires, and the alignment of our actions with our true self. Why do we doubt? Often, it's because we're venturing into unknown territory, and the ego, aiming to protect us, resists this change. But beyond the ego's noise, there's a whisper, a call towards a higher self that desires growth and fulfillment. Reflect on the last time you experienced self-doubt. What were you about to do? Perhaps you were about to make a significant change in your life, or maybe you were starting to question a long-held belief. This is the ego's way of maintaining the status quo. But what if you viewed this self-doubt not as an enemy but as a guide? What vital information was it trying to convey? One of the most profound lessons self-doubt teaches us is humility. It reminds us that we don't have all the answers, and that's okay. This acknowledgement doesn't weaken us. It opens us up to new insights and learnings. A humble heart is teachable and open to the universe's wisdom. In spiritual growth, humility positions us not as masters of truth, but as its perpetual students. Have you ever noticed how your moments of uncertainty often precede significant insights and growth? Furthermore, self-doubt serves as a litmus test for our convictions. The intensity of our doubts often mirrors the importance of the decisions at hand. It compels us to question the depth of our faith in our path. However, it's crucial to differentiate between constructive self-doubt and destructive self-criticism. Constructive self-doubt asks thoughtful questions and encourages reassessment and growth, while destructive self-criticism paralyzes and belittles. In nurturing our spiritual selves, how do we ensure that the self-doubt we experience is constructive? It begins with awareness. By becoming observers of our thoughts and emotions, we can discern the nature of our doubts. Are they stemming from fear and insecurity, or are they prompting a genuine re-evaluation of our beliefs and choices? Let's pause here and think about how self-doubt has played a role in your life. Has it been a signal calling you to pause and reassess, or has it been a barrier holding you back from pursuing your true potential? How can you transform your next experience of self-doubt into an opportunity for growth?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Cultivating spiritual resilience, the transformative power of embracing self-doubt. As we dive deeper into the spiritual journey of understanding self-doubt, we focus on its role in fostering resilience. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about growing through challenges, and self-doubt is one of these pivotal challenges. Every instance of doubt brings with it an opportunity to strengthen our spiritual backbone. Consider resilience as a tree bending in the storm. The tree sways and trembles, but it doesn't break. Similarly, when we face self-doubt, our initial reaction might be to recoil or retreat. However, by leaning into the discomfort, examining the roots of our doubt and addressing them, we build resilience. We learn that we can endure and emerge stronger. What does this process look like in practical terms? It involves critically assessing the fears underlying our doubts, engaging in dialogue with ourselves, and seeking deeper truths. Moreover, self-doubt pushes us to seek support and connection. In our moments of uncertainty, reaching out to others for guidance or simply sharing our struggles can be profoundly healing and affirming. It reminds us that we are not alone on our spiritual paths. Have you ever shared your doubts with someone and found solace in their understanding or advice? This connection is a key component of spiritual resilience. It binds us to the collective human experience, highlighting that doubt is a universal, unifying emotion. Another crucial aspect of resilience is adaptability. When self-doubt surfaces, it often points to areas within us that require change or adaptation. Perhaps our current methods or beliefs are no longer serving us, and self-doubt is the nudge we need to reassess and adapt. How flexible are you in your beliefs and practices? Can you recall a time when adapting in the face of doubt led to a significant personal or spiritual breakthrough? Moreover, resilience cultivated through overcoming self-doubt enhances our compassion towards ourselves and others. When we recognize how challenging it is to navigate these waters within ourselves, we better understand the struggles of others, fostering deeper empathy and connection. This is not just about survival, it's about thriving through understanding, compassion, and shared human experiences. In this context, it becomes essential to practice self-compassion. Self-doubt often brings with it harsh self-judgment. We berate ourselves for not knowing better, for faltering, or for feeling lost. However, transforming these moments with self-compassion changes the narrative. Instead of criticism, what if we offered ourselves understanding and patience? This shift not only alleviates the pain associated with self-doubt, but also transforms the experience into one of learning and growth. How often do you replace self-criticism with self-compassion? What difference does it make in your journey through doubt? As we reflect on these ideas, consider how resilience has played a role in your own experiences of self-doubt. How has facing and working through your doubts made you stronger, more adaptable, and more compassionate? Is there a particular instance that stands out in your memory? Alchemy of the Soul. Transforming self-doubt into spiritual enlightenment. In this third segment of our exploration, we focus on transformation, the alchemy of turning self-doubt into spiritual enlightenment. Every spiritual tradition speaks to the transformative power of internal struggles. Self-doubt is no exception. It's a crucible in which our spiritual metal is tested and our impurities are refined. Transformation through self-doubt begins with self-inquiry. This is a deeper, more focused form of the awareness we discussed earlier. Self-inquiry in the face of doubt involves asking core questions about our identity, values, and purpose. What am I really afraid of? Is this doubt based on reality or perceived limitations? What is this doubt teaching me about who I am and who I aspire to be? This process requires honesty and courage, as it often leads to confronting uncomfortable truths about ourselves and our lives. In the alchemy of transformation, these truths are precious. They are the raw materials from which we craft a more authentic self. This crafting is not passive. It requires active engagement with our thoughts and feelings. It involves meditation, reflection, and sometimes radical changes in how we live and think. Have you ever experienced a shift in your life perspective after confronting and working through your doubts? Moreover, transformation includes the integration of these new insights into our daily lives. It's one thing to realize a truth in a moment of reflection. It's another to live it out each day. This integration often requires us to step out of our comfort zones, to make choices that align with our new understandings, even when they're difficult or when they challenge the status quo of our lives. This process can also lead to a greater sense of peace and authenticity. When we've wrestled with our doubts and come through the other side, we often feel more aligned with our true selves. This alignment brings a sense of harmony and ease that is difficult to achieve when we are in conflict with our inner truths. How has aligning your actions with your true self changed your feelings of peace and contentness? As we conclude this segment, reflect on the transformative power of self-doubt in your life. How has it served as a catalyst for deeper self-understanding and authenticity? Perpetuating growth, ensuring the longevity of spiritual insights gained through self-doubt. In our final exploration of the spiritual meanings of self-doubt, we turn our focus to sustainability, how to maintain the growth and insights gained through our encounters with self-doubt. Sustainability in this context means establishing practices and mindsets that support continuous spiritual growth and prevent backsliding into old, unhelpful patterns of self-doubt. One key practice is mindfulness. Mindfulness keeps us grounded in the present moment, which is incredibly powerful when dealing with self-doubt. By staying present, we are less likely to spiral into worries about the future or regrets about the past, common triggers for self-doubt. How often do you practice mindfulness, and how has it affected your experiences of doubt? Another important aspect of sustainability is the development of a supportive community. As mentioned earlier, sharing our doubts can lighten our burdens and deepen our connections with others. A community provides not only support but also perspective. Often, others can see strengths and truths within us that we might overlook. Have you ever been uplifted or reassured by the perspective of someone else when you were doubting yourself? Additionally, maintaining a practice of regular self-reflection is crucial. This can be through journaling, meditation, or conversations with trusted friends or mentors. These practices help us to keep track of our growth, understand our recurring patterns, and recognize our progress. Regular reflection also reinforces the lessons learned from past experiences of self-doubt. What are some ways you engage in regular self-reflection, and how has this shaped your journey? Moreover, engaging in spiritual practices that resonate with your beliefs and values is essential for sustainability. Whether it's prayer, meditation, studying sacred texts, or spending time in nature, these practices can fortify your spirit and provide comfort and guidance in times of doubt. They remind us of the bigger picture and reconnect us with our higher purpose. How do these practices influence your ability to manage self-doubt? Finally, the concept of self-compassion, which we touched on earlier, remains vital in sustaining our growth. Being gentle with ourselves when doubts arise, acknowledging our efforts, and forgiving ourselves for perceived shortcomings help prevent harsh self-critique from undermining our progress. Self-compassion ensures that we treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to someone we care about deeply. Can you recall a moment when treating yourself with compassion significantly shifted your perspective during a challenging time? As we close this exploration of the spiritual meanings of self-doubt, it's important to recognize that self-doubt is not a flaw or a weakness. It is a part of the human experience, a common thread that connects us all in our journey towards growth and understanding. It challenges us, but it also enriches us, pushing us to explore the depths of our spirit and the breadth of our potential. Embrace self-doubt as a teacher, one that is sometimes stern, sometimes gentle, but always pushing you towards a greater understanding of yourself and the world around you. How will you approach your next encounter with self-doubt? Will you see it as an adversary, or will you welcome it as an opportunity to learn and evolve? Remember, the journey through self-doubt to self-discovery and beyond is not a straight path. It is full of twists and turns, ups and downs, but each step, each moment of questioning, each instance of uncertainty is a step towards greater wisdom and deeper peace. Thank you for joining me in this comprehensive exploration of self-doubt's spiritual dimensions. May you carry these insights with you, and may they light your path whenever doubt shadows your steps. How will you integrate these understandings into your daily life to cultivate a resilient, authentic, and compassionate existence? This concludes our discussion on the spiritual meanings of self-doubt. I hope that you have found it enlightening and empowering. Remember, every moment of doubt is also a moment of opportunity for growth and transformation. Embrace it with courage and openness.